Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have. When I was 6 years old, my mother sat me down and told me that the vision was no longer mine. You see, in our family, only the youngest child is allowed to have ambition. It's a tradition from the old country, one my parents brought over to the suburbs of Ohio. The rule is simple. The older kids exist only to support the future of the baby of the house. I had 2 older brothers. Both were brilliant, but by the time they hit 10, my mother forced them to quit every hobby, every sport, every dream. They became the hands. They cleaned, they cooked, they worked part-time jobs as teens, and every single cent went into a savings account for me. I was the golden seed. But the moment my little sister Maya was born, my world turned to stone. My mother walked into my room, took my paints, my books, and my soccer cleats, and threw them in the trash. She looked me in the eye and said, "Your time of dreaming is over. Now, you serve Maya." For 12 years, I wasn't allowed to want anything. If I even mentioned a college I liked, my mom would lock me in the service closet for hours, saying my selfishness was draining Maya's potential. She'd show me fake bank statements, claiming my greed was why Maya's grades were slipping. Maya grew up a monster. She'd break her own toys and tell mom I did it because I was jealous of her future. I'd be punished while Maya laughed in my face. Last month, at dinner, I watched my oldest brother, who's now 24 and works 2 dead-end jobs just to pay for Maya's private horse riding lessons, drop a plate. Maya called him a worthless servant. Something in me finally snapped. I stood up, and for the first time in a decade, I didn't ask for permission to speak. I told Maya she was a spoiled brat, and I told my mother she was a cult leader. The silence that followed was deafening. My mother's face went purple. She screamed that I was killing Maya's spirit. That night, my oldest brother snuck into my room. He didn't say much. He hasn't spoken much in years. He just handed me $300 and whispered, "Run before you forget how to be a person." I'm in a motel now. I have nothing, but for the first time in 12 years, the vision is finally mine again. Guts.